Hi, I'm Danny Boyle, you're watching Mariners TV.
So Graham, first of all, 5-year deals announced today. How much of a commitment is that from the club and from yourselves?
A huge commitment, yeah. Obviously we're delighted that Jeff and Keith have offered us that length of contract. Shows huge faith in us, and equally we're delighted to sign for a long period of time because we see the trajectory that the club's going on, and we want to be a big part of that.
It's quite unusual to see a 5-year deal at this level as well, but does it show the level of ambition that there is here, that they're willing to sort of commit you for that length of time?
Yeah, I think, I just want to reiterate what Graham said. We're delighted that Jeff and Keith and the club, I guess, as a whole are willing to show that level of commitment in us. From our perspective, I think we put in such a lot of energy and work into the first nigh on 2 years of our tenure here at the club, and we believe a lot in hopefully the legacy that potentially we may leave behind once our time does come to an end at the club. And I think to get the opportunity to build over quite a long period of time on the solid foundations that the club has put together over the last 3 years or so, it's just an unbelievable opportunity for us, and one that we're actually absolutely relishing over the next few years.
It's not just about the first team as well, it's about the academy to look after as well at the same time. As that, how beneficial do you think it will be to the whole club to have that sort of stability?
Yeah, we've put a lot of work into the academy from the moment we came into the football club, and we're hoping that it carries on, progresses, gets better. And that 5-year contract, just as Lee says, is huge for us to be able to put the time and effort commitment to see it through. So I know we've had lads coming through this year playing for the first team, and that's what we want to do. We want to see more and more lads progress into the first team and hopefully stay in there for a long period of time. There's
pressure to get results, of course, every week in this club as well, but the fact you've got a 5-year deal to sort of have that bit of stability as well, is that a beneficial one to feel that you're not sort of...
Yeah, I think we've talked about this a lot. I think there is expectation and pressure here at the football club, like a lot of football clubs. I guess it's a good expectation, a good pressure. We'd much rather it that way than kind of having an expectation of finishing fourth bottom, shall we say, in the league. So we like to think we try and thrive under that pressure, and it keeps us on our toes, keeps everybody on their toes, and it hopefully gets the most out of you moving forwards. And each and every day you recognise how lucky you are to be part of, to be doing something that you absolutely love doing first and foremost, and to be part of a club that really is going places. So that that we don't wake up. Well, I'm not going to speak for Graham, but I don't wake up every morning, with a feeling like I've got a real heavy burden on my shoulders, more an excitement to get up and really go at it that day and try and take, even if it's just small steps forward to help us achieve our longer term goals.
It's a difficult one because 5 years is such a long time as well, but where would you like to see the club in 5 years' time at the end of this deal?
I don't know. Where would you like to see it? Obviously, minimum Conference North, I think, or National League North, hopefully National League. But we just don't know. It's going to be a tough league next year, and we have to go and progress through that one first and foremost. So we don't know how it's how long it's going to take us to get to where we need to get to. But we'll certainly be giving our best shot over the 5-year period we've got to progress the club forward.
The plans are already well in place for next season as well. But how you feel that summer's gone so far from your perspective?
Yeah, obviously we've announced two signings already, which we're really pleased with, and we think it'll be just add to the already strong squad that we've got. We've obviously got other targets, if you like, in the pipeline, and we'll be working hard over the coming weeks and hopefully not too many months to try and get some of those over the line. It's a really interesting period over the close season, because every manager would like to have all their business done and dusted by the first few weeks of the close season. Sometimes that's not the case, and you've got to play the longer game a little bit, and to a certain extent you've got to leave some spots open to the potential of people coming in maybe from left field, off the radar over the pre-season period, that take everybody by surprise and really give you something to think about. And I think we're trying to get the balance right of getting some kind of security or a secure group put together by the time we start pre-season, but also having that flexibility and that you know, that amount of space left in the squad to bring in people that might come in off the radar.
So many of last year's squad have already committed to next season as well. How important is it to have that sort of level of stability as well in the squad?
It's great, yeah. Obviously really good players, first and foremost, really good lads to work with on a weekly basis, and they'll just set the standards for the new lads coming in. You know, they know what's expected from myself and Lee, and they'll like you say, they'll bring these lads into the group, and hopefully everyone will hit the ground running.
There have been a few departures so far in the summer as well, the most high profile being Julio as well. How do you think you can be able to replace him in the team, what do you say?
Well, first and foremost, I think it's only right that, you know, we've not had a chance. I've been away on holiday and Graham's been looking after a lot of things whilst I've been away. We've not had a chance together to publicly kind of state our feelings about Julio. We've obviously done it personally to Julio. You can't overestimate the impact that Julio's had on this football club over the last 3 years since he's been here. From our perspective, he's been an absolute privilege to work with, a top player, and if it's even possible, an even better human being. And that's been it was quite emotional when we kind of, you know, took the news from Julio, and you know, it took a little while to process. We kind of had an inkling, you know, from a conversation that we'd had a little bit earlier, that he wasn't 100% sure as to what his intentions were going into next season. But when a player of Julio's magnitude makes that announcement, it obviously leaves a big void for us to fill. But as, you know, a bit of a cliche, but as one door closes, another one opens. We'll have the unenviable task of trying to find the right player or players to step in and fill that void that Julio's left. But again, I just want to go, you know, on record and say that you know, Julio has been an absolute unbelievable asset for this football club, and we're obviously looking at ways, you know, a little way down the line, how we can keep Julio involved at the football club. Because his qualities extend way beyond, you know, just his playing attributes on the pitch. So again, we just want to thank Julio for everything that he's done, both on and off the pitch here at South Shields Football Club, because he has become a true legend of this football club, and that kind of title is worthy of someone like Julio.
So the captain's armband's available now as well, now Julio's left. Have you got someone in mind to replace him as captain, would you say?
Yeah, I think you're quite happy there.
Yeah,
we've already offered that to John. I think he's a natural replacement with being vice captain last year. We'll obviously have to have a discussion and who fills John Shaw's shoes as vice captain now. But yeah, look, John's a great character to have around. Again, sets really high standards for everybody else to follow, which is what you're looking for from your captain. So yeah, John's more than happy to take the role on.
A new challenge next season, but an exciting one, a new league to sort of shoot up again.
Yeah, absolutely, and one that we're obviously thoroughly looking forward to. You get to the latter stages of every season, and you know, I guess the mental tiredness kicks in to some extent, especially when you have such a heavy load of games as what we've had, and you're almost, as a part of you, almost is kind of looking forward to that little break. But then as soon as you get the break, you're looking forward to the start of the season again, and that's exactly how we feel now. We're kind of raring to go. We know it's going to be a big challenge. We are looking to bring in, you know, obviously new talent into this football club that is going to that is kind of going to represent the club in the same ways as how we feel the lads that have been with us over the last 3 years have represented the club, you know, in a wholly positive way, both on and off the pitch. So we're not just looking for talented footballers, we're looking for real top people, and you know, it's a special place to be at right now, and we're confident we can bring in some players that are going to really whet the appetite for the fans and get them excited about the season, and we'll try and hit the ground running, and we'll do our preparations over pre-season, obviously, and we won't be changing our brand of football or anything like that. We'll be sticking to our guns and just trying to enhance the foundations that we've already laid here at the football club, and further reinforce that identity we feel we've created as a footballing side. So that's something that we're set to continue.